water leaking into the passenger side. Got the cowling and the wiper arms off. See that water pooled up. Gonna find out what it is and I'll let you know. On the driver's side in there, I found a little hole with this little flap on it, and it was completely caked up, so I'll check the passenger side as well, see if there's the same thing going on over there. That's probably what's causing all the water to leak in there.
Okay.
All right, is it rolling?
Yeah.
All right, so I had to reach my arm all the way in here and feel all the way back, and middle finger, you can feel this little trapdoor vent, and you have to get your finger on in there and try to scoop out as much stuff as possible. That's it. All right, so let's fully explain what's going on in here. If you can see right here, you'll feel it when you get in there. It's like lipped up, and that's a vent. That's where you're pulling in air for your AC fresh air. And it doesn't matter if you have it on recirc or not, it's gonna pull, well, water's gonna fall into here. So if this chamber gets filled up with enough water, it'll start dumping in to here. And that vent, this all the way in there, and you'll feel it with your finger, is the reason why it's coming up and getting into there. So now it's unclogged. I figure living where we live, with all these trees, we'll probably have to unclog it every once in a while, change your cabin air filter, get all the water out of the blower, and then you should be good. To get these windshield wipers off, I had to take a hammer, and I got like a little extension for the pry, what is it, for the ratchet. I got an extension for the ratchet. I used it as a pry bar, and I just lightly tapped on this while putting pressure, and eventually it just popped up. It was way easier than I thought. A lot of people say you need a special tool for it. Don't waste your money on that. We'll get this all cleaned up, clean up the cowling, put it all back together, and put a new cabin air filter in, and that should be it. Don't mess with this. This is there for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but don't try to peel that up. That's not the problem. Since the whole front cowling was flooded, I decided that I'd unplug the wiper motor, get some air, and dry this out, just because I'm surprised this thing didn't fail. You know, getting water sitting all in there. Yep. All right. So I did this kind of in reverse order, but these are the things that you're popping out all along here. And let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. It's that little slot that'll allow you to pry it up. You put your fingers on the other side, you get it pried up, and it should come out. And as I'm putting them back in, it's just the reverse. I'll make sure I have that little notch facing to the front, just to be nice to myself the next time I have to do this. Once I got all those out and I got the wiper arms off, there we go, the wiper arms, it is attached in here, and I don't know if you can see really well, but there's this clip thing, and what I had to do was get the screwdriver. I had to get the screwdriver in, slot it like this, and kind of press it, and when I did that, it was able to pry up. Now I'm at the very end. I am making sure I clicked it back in. Got the cowling all clean. Gonna put the wiper blades back on and then go inside to the interior, get the cabin air filter out, get the drop the blower motor, and I'll make some stuff on how to do that. All right, open your glove box. We're gonna get this out. I'm gonna get it by lifting it a little bit and then working it, and then I'll get it in a second. There we go. Sorry you didn't get to see that. I had to use both hands, and I'm not really fancy with cameras. So that comes out by pulling down, kind of bringing this up, bring it out, get it up, and then you're just gonna press on both sides to pop this out. In case you needed to see how the glove box comes out, I would start on the left side first, because you got a much bigger tab. This tab is a lot smaller. So you press that one in, you'll get it to come down. Don't pull it and force it out because you'll break this clip here. And then you press this side. This side's a lot easier to do once it's sideways and articulated. All right, once that's out, let's get in there. All right, there's your cabin air filter. You'll press both of these in on both sides. It'll take this off. Should come off pretty easy. Let's see if I can get it right now. Come off one side. Yeah, gotta come off one side. Just press it. Yeah, hold on. All right, got that off. Pop this out. It is sopping wet. Throw that out. And now we're gonna have to go down through the bottom in order to get some stuff. I think we're gonna pop these 3, 1, 2, 3, drop this, and then we'll see what we need to get into there. All right, now that I popped this off, 1, 2, 3, you just gotta tug on them. It sucks, you feel like you're gonna break it. Just gonna try to brace as well as possible. Anyway, now this is your blower. It's probably full of water, but you gotta get this thing off first. So we'll unsnap this little bad boy. I'll figure it out. And then you got 1, 2, and only 1 on this side. 3 little tiny things to get off, and you have to pull that out in order to be able to drop the blower. And you'll have to unclip this too, I think. I don't know. Maybe, nah, you won't have to unclip that. You'll have to unclip the blower. Hey, I misspoke. You don't need to unplug this thing. You can just pull it down, put it out of the way. If you do want to unplug it, you have to press that. This goes, swings all the way over and unplugs. So don't break it. All right. I got it unplugged. I got all 3 screws out of the blower. Now I'm just gonna lower it down. We're gonna see what's in there. Surprise! It's water. Water's in there, and that's bad. So we'll go ahead. We'll dry that off. I'll give it a little spin. Once we're done, if you haven't done this, if you see a bunch of dirt, so if you haven't done this, you stick your hand up, or I'll just do it from the outside so you can get a better idea. You stick your hand up into that hole and over and try to get anything. You'll feel the I don't know, the AC, whatever, condenser, I don't know what it's called. But you want to clean off of that. I forget what it's called. You want to clean all of that out and make sure you reach up and you feel and that the vent doors functioning. Pull everything, get it as clean as you can and as dry as you can before you put that cabin air filter back in. All right, I got everything back together. Blower's blowing hard. It's blowing well. Not a very good illustration. There we go. Yeah, you can see it blowing. You can feel it in real life. It's blowing as hard as it should be. And what I'm gonna do to finish this all off is I'm actually gonna run the heater. So I'm gonna let the truck warm up. I'm gonna run the heater, and maybe this is just me, but I think maybe that hot air might help to get rid of anything that hasn't evaporated yet that's stuck in the system, the water that shouldn't be there. Let's get that cleaned out. Yeah.